I'm Coach Hannah, and today I'm going to be talking to you guys about the most recent race that I ran, and then I'll be talking to you guys about my running plans for the rest of 2025. Alright, so as many of you guys know from some of my previous YouTube videos, I was in a 4-month, 16-week training program for my second full marathon. So yeah, the last video that I posted was an update video where I was currently in my taper for my race. So yeah, I ran that race about 2 weeks ago now. I ran it on Sunday, June 8th. It was a really good race. It was the same full marathon that I did just a year prior in June of 2024. And yeah, it was a really good race. In the training, I had felt a lot better than when I was training for the race last year. Like my easy runs, I did about 15 to 30 seconds faster pace on my easy runs in the training runs of this program than I did last year. Except my heart rate was staying the same. It felt just as easy. I was doing a lot more stretching throughout the training program and some yoga like once or twice a week. So I had thought that there was a good chance that I could possibly PR, which is exactly what I did. So yeah, I got about a 6.5 minute PR. The marathon I did 1 year ago, I got 3 hours, 54 minutes, and 7 seconds. And this race, I got 3 hours, 47 minutes, and 47 seconds. So a really great PR. I'm about 20 so minutes off of Boston now, which is awesome. So yeah, the race was pretty good. It was really hot weather that day, but luckily we started at 7 in the morning, so it was like 53 degrees when we started. It's a super nice course. Basically the first 3 miles of the race, you run through a super dark tunnel that's so dark that everyone needs headlamps, which is crazy. And then the rest of the race, it's all slightly downhill, about like a 1% or 2% downhill grade. So it feels pretty flat, which is good for your knees. Yeah, the course, it's all packed gravel. It's a pretty remote area. You run through like, through trails and passable waterfalls and bridges and stuff like that. And then when I finished the race, it was about like upper 70s. And the last few miles were in direct sun. So most of the race was shaded, which is good. But yeah, those last few miles, I could definitely feel the heat. But the race felt really good. My goal for the race was to stay with the 3 hour and 50 minute pacer for as long as possible. And then once I got to about mile 23, I pulled ahead of the pacer and kind of did the last 3 miles on my own. But yeah, I'm super happy with that time. It was a great race. I will definitely be doing that race again. Maybe not next year, because I want to kind of explore different races, but I will definitely be back at that course.
Go, go, go! Go, Hannah! Woo-hoo! Yeah!
And also, my race recovery this year felt a lot better than last year. Last year, once I finished my marathon, it was my first marathon, so I didn't really know what to expect, but my legs were really sore for like a week. The first 2 days after the race, it was like hard to walk, and it took like about 3 weeks before my runs could actually feel good again. But for this recovery, I'm like a week and a half past the race now, and so I took a week off of running. So just this past Sunday was my first run since the race, which actually felt pretty good. I did 6 miles, easy pace, and then just today I did 8 miles, easy pace, which felt pretty good. I think my legs are fully recovered from the race. It's just my lungs that are still kind of fatigued, but yeah, just still on the road to recovery from the race. I do have some really fun races planned for the rest of the year though. So currently on the schedule, I have 2 races. I have one that is the 3rd week of August. It is the Iron Horse Half Marathon, which, as you guys see from my previous YouTube videos, I've done that half marathon 2 years in a row now. It's a super fun course. Part of the course actually overlaps with the full marathon that I just did, so some of the course is similar. So yeah, that is a super fun race. Right now I'm kind of just taking this next month to just kind of run for fun, however much I want to each day. And then in about a month or so, I'll start increasing my mileage a little bit for that half marathon. So yeah, and then the only other race I have planned for this year is Thanksgiving weekend. It's the end of November, and that is the Seattle full marathon. I've done the half the last 2 years in a row, but I'm going to be doing the full this year. So I'm super excited for that race. A little bit nervous though, because the only 2 full marathons that I've done have been basically all flat or slightly downhill, whereas this full marathon, I've been told, is about like a 1,300 foot elevation gain. A lot of hills in this one. So I'm a little nervous for that. So I'm really going to focus, once I start training for it, end of August, I'm going to start focusing on doing even more hill training when I do my easy long runs, maybe taking some routes that include more hills. But yeah, and then I'm also possibly, I don't know for sure yet, but I'm possibly interested in signing up for like a fun 5 or 10K around Halloween, where you can dress up in costume, like one of those fun runs, which I think would be really cool, because I've never done a race at a 5 or 10K distance before. I mean, I did some 5Ks when I did cross country in high school, but I've not done like a recreational race in a 5K or a 10K. So I think that would be super fun. If you guys have any recommendations about fun, like Halloween, like 5 or 10K races in the area, definitely leave them in the comments down below. I'd be happy to check those out. Also, I'm really interested in knowing what races you guys are running. This is peak running season. So yeah, definitely any races you have on your 2025 calendar, definitely leave it in the comments down below. I'd love to learn about what races you guys are doing, and maybe that'll give me some inspiration on future runs that I will do. So yeah, I'm Coach Hannah, fitness trainer with a degree in kinesiology. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video, and as always, chase those fitness goals.